For instance, it was reported about a year ago that they were contacting the Heritage Foundation, other think tanks in Washington, and clearly that's an outreach effort. Now, of course, North Koreans have a skewed view of the U.S., but they actually do work a lot to try to understand us.
Yeah, well, speaking of the Heritage Foundation, joining us now from Singapore, we have an analyst from the Asian Studies Center at the Heritage Foundation, Olivia Enos, and she's in the Lion City. Olivia, have you yourself had any outreach from the North Korean state?
I haven't had any outreach from the North Korean state personally, although I do know individuals who have been able to meet with North Koreans. And of course, there's North Korean refugees that we have the opportunity to meet. And I think, it's very interesting. We're talking about North Korea's economy. North Korea ranks dead last in Heritage's Index of Economic Freedom. And the people of North Korea bear the brunt of that lack of freedom in the country. And I think that this is a reason that we really hope that this summit will truly be a breakthrough moment where not only will we make forward movement and progress on the denuclearization issue, but also hopefully President Trump is talking to Kim Jong-un about the human rights abuses and what he needs to do to stop and end those abuses against the North Korean people.
Well, when you talk about the abuses against the North Korean people, who else is going to be party to whatever gets signed? Will the South Koreans then have to give some kind of approval to this? We're talking about their future as well.
I think that the alliance infrastructure in Asia is one of the aspects of U.S. policy that's really gotten lost in this entire discussion about North Korea. I think the alliance infrastructure is absolutely essential to having a successful U.S. policy in Asia and to projecting U.S. power in the Asian region. And so I think that it will be very important for us to keep in close contact with our South Korean counterparts, but also with our Japanese counterparts, who have been long-standing strong allies in support of U.S. efforts to denuclearize North Korea.
Well, you talked about the abject poverty that North Koreans live in, one of the poorest states in the world. A lot of people think that this might be one of the motivators, the catalyst to bring Kim Jong-un to the negotiation table, is that they are so poor and they're running out of hard cash.
I think that that definitely could be a driver. And I think that, in many regards, the people of North Korea are already starting to see some benefits from what a potential free market could be, because they have seen over the years an increase in growth in the informal economy. And actually, one interesting aspect of this is that as the U.S. has implemented sanctions against North Korea, we've actually seen some sort of growth in the informal economy that's subsequently benefiting the human rights of the North Korean people by giving them access to additional goods, food, information, and even some forms of technology.
Olivia, I just want to point out, we've seen, it would appear to be a Korean official, somebody has placed a pen